There's a saying in the Bible that says, train up a child how he should grow. He gets old, will never depart from him. It's the story of Indira Gandhi, a former Indian Prime Minister during the 1970s. I would say this movie starts off in a loose, open-ended way. Here we see a young woman, Indira Gandhi, who is appointed as India's Prime Minister during the 1970s, during the late 1960s. And yes, she starts off on a good note. She was able to help India during the external crisis. And later on, she became power obsessed, and now she starts doing things, She declared the state of emergency because she didn't want to leave power. She declared the state of emergency and had to arrest all of those plotting to take over her in power. My opinion, the structuring and arrangement of this movie was not arranged properly from the start because, this is a biopic movie and there were lots of scenes that were shown with the years, so they show that, okay, this is what happened during 19 days. Maybe she was swallowing what happened. So I feel like it was quite fast, it was quite rushed, and it was hard to grasp from the start. It was later in the movie that it got balanced and started flowing with time, taking its time to flow for us to be able to absorb this movie and understand it clearly. Because when I started this movie, I didn't really get what we're trying to watch him. But one thing this movie showed me that this movie showed us the good and the bad parts of Indra. It showed us her personality and kept us in a situation where for us to decide ourselves how we see Indra really. Because they showed her as a good person, not so bad, alongside with her son Sanjay. So they kept us in a situation for us to decide if really she was a good prime minister or not. Let me not forget to add this. So for Indra's character, her voice, so we had this timid young woman, who was bold also, that was ready to do big things. I don't know, I'll say her voice reminded me of my own voice. So someone that has this whole voice that if you come into a room, these people don't want to listen to you. But she had this God, she did things, she moved things, so which I really enjoyed about her personality. So there was a scene in this movie after Indra had lost her son Sanjay, and her friend was telling her to cry, but she said when her dad died, she didn't cry. When her grandfather died, she didn't cry. So there's nothing there for her to cry about really. Then her friend was okay, let's go out for a walk. And when they were out, people were celebrating. Then her friend asked someone that why are they celebrating? And they were like, they're celebrating for Sanjay, monster that just died. And she just burst out in tears. I'm like, wow. I felt for her in that particular time. The way she cried out, oh my god, this was so touching. Sanjay's character, this was Indra's son, and he really portrayed this character so it was so ruthless. Even though funny how from the start of this movie we didn't really see this character so well. So later I started to show his face a lot and we got to understand, okay, yeah, this is the kind of person that he is, and he had his own moments, his own time, which I really enjoy. While for Atal's character, our personal assistant, was literally there for her all the way throughout to the end. But the part where I said train a child the way he should go, and when he gets old, he does not depart from you. So this movie just shows how Indra was not so concerned about her son's well-being, her son's growing up. Even there was a scene where one of the maids served him his food and the egg was not properly made the way he wants it, the way he usually like it. Then he was like, how I like my egg. Then he threw it to the wall and it broke. And instead of her to confront him, tell him to stop, that she didn't owe him anything, instead she was like, okay, how is his girlfriend? Their relationship, that was how they started the wedding. So it just shows that what happened to her, how her death came about it all came through her son. So guys, I'm going to rate this one a 6. Let me know if you've seen Emergency and let me know what you think about it. And also please like my video, guys. Forget to share my video and tell me if you like my video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.